moment has been overshadowed. Protest stunt by Youth Congress at the summit venue. The Youth Congress held protest at Bharat Mandapam, where the AI Impact Summit 2026 is currently underway. The visuals of the protest of the Youth Congress on your screens at the moment, at a time when India, through the summit, of course, is sending out a message that it is strengthening its foothold when it comes to the AI race. India positioning itself as an AI superpower by 2047, and at a time when global leaders are attending the event, hailing the AI summit, the first in Global South organized in India. The Youth Congress members reached Bharat Mandapam to protest, and those visuals are on your screens. They raised slogans against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, calling the Prime Minister compromised. At the summit venue, the Youth Congress members protested against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So at a time when the entire country is monitoring the developments at the AI summit very, very closely, not just the country, in fact, the whole world, looking at India as a AI superpower, on its way to becoming an AI superpower, the Youth Congress members protesting against the Prime Minister at Bharat Mandapam. Let me go across to Niyamika, my colleague, who's getting us more details. Niyamika, like I said, everybody is monitoring the developments at AI Summit very, very closely. Global leaders are present. They are participating. Tech enthusiasts, tech innovators are all there. The entire world has come under one roof at Bharat Mandapam, where the Youth Congress members chose to protest against the Prime Minister, calling him compromised.
Well, it is a very embarrassing movement, the way in which this entire protest was being conducted by the Indian Youth Congress. They did not held this protest outside Bharat Mandapam, but some of the workers from the Indian Youth Congress, they have gone inside and they have, raised the slogans against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that our Prime Minister is compromised. That kind of a language is being used by the Indian Youth Congress workers at the point in time when we have seen that how many of the foreign delegates, many of the big names from all across the world, they are also being there for the AI summit. They are, been participating there. On one side, we have seen that how there were several of these leaders who have praised the country for hosting this AI summit in such a big way in the national capital. On the other side, it is the Indian Youth Congress who have politicized this entire matter. Till now, we have seen that there were several of the statements which were being made by the Congress party and the other opposition parties, where they have basically making this allegation against the government of India for all the mismanagement and the chaos which was being seen in the AI summit. That is the kind of a statement which they had made. But this particular protest which is being done by Indian Youth Congress, that also raises a lot of questions upon the Congress party. Because there we are being seen as a country. We all are together as we are representing our country. We are representing India there for the people who have come all across the world. But on the other side now, the kind of politics which is being started, the way in which this entire protest was being held, that raises a question upon the Congress party that for what reason this entire protest was being organized. Why all of these workers of the Indian Youth Congress not just raised slogans, they were also holding posters and banners. They were basically, making this, giving out this impression that amid this entire summit of AI summit, which is currently going on, still the politics is continuing on this entire matter. Let us see that how the High Command of the Congress party is going to react upon it, whether they are actually going to support this kind of a protest being held at Bharat Mandapam, or they are going to criticize this. That will be really interesting to be seen.
Right, criticism is fine, feedback also fine. Why, embarrass the entire nation by doing this? We have Pranesh joining us on the broadcast. Pranesh, the entire world has been brought under one roof. The focus should be firmly on India positioning itself as the AI superpower. But the Youth Congress members, they're protesting against the Prime Minister.
Swati, it's very simply this. I understand political opposition that the Congress will have problems with the policies of the BJP. The BJP will have problems with what the Congress says, and it must exist in a thriving democracy. That is needed. But to do this at a government event, this was not a BJP event. The AI summit is not an RSS event, BJP event, a BJYM event. This is the Government of India event. This is India hosting the AI summit, and for Congress leaders to, just barge in like this and to display this, the kind of reckless behavior that they have. Look, people taking off their, shirts, etc., messaging, etc. All of this could have happened outside the venue. You can do this no problem in protest or with the messages that they have. I can't make out what's written on those t-shirts that people are carrying. But if it is not crossing the line, you can, exhibit, display these t-shirts outside the BJP office. But to do this type of, behavior inside the AI summit is reprehensible. I don't think anyone in their right mind would condone this.
We have Shahzad Poonawalla as well on the broadcast. Shahzad Poonawalla, shirtless Youth Congress members protesting inside Bharat Mandapam.
They are not shirtless, they are brainless, they are characterless, and they are loyaltyless. This is not program of BJP, it is program of India. World has spotlighted India's achievements in AI. Whole world is saying India has done a great thing. And these shameless bunch of jokers have gone and tried to sully the image of India, but they have done it because Rahul Gandhi has asked them to. And today only Rahul Gandhi has been fact-checked by Shashi Tharoor, who said that it was an excellent summit. What has Mr. Macron said? What has the United Nations Secretary General said? These people, for them, AI, I would say, is anti-India. For them, AI is not Atmanirbhar Bharat or Atmanirbhar India or ambitious India. It is against India. They are against India in the haste of being against BJP. And this is the most shameful act. And you remember, Swati, इन्होंने यूपीआई का विरोध किया, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का विरोध किया, वैक्सीन का विरोध किया. आज ये शर्टलेस नहीं, मैं इनको बोलता हूँ ये कैरेक्टरलेस कांग्रेस है, कैरेक्टरलेस कांग्रेस.
All right, Shahzad Poonawalla, thank you for speaking with us. Let me go back to Pranesh. And protesting they are criticizing on social media. The opposition hasn't for a second forgotten about, the discrepancies or the inconvenience that was highlighted and widely reported, for which the minister apologized.
Of course, there are no two ways about the inconvenience that people faced. And, when you have an event of this magnitude, some of it can happen. Not that it is right, but must be highlighted like it was and should be. But Swati, at the cost of repeating myself, I just want to say this, that this is not a BJP event. What is the Congress party trying to do? They are using a stage as big as this of AI summit that the world is praising. All the tech czars were there. You name it, people were there. Macron praised the digital infrastructure that India has been able to create in the last 10, 14 years. The Congress has been, on a different tangent on their social media handles. I understand that. Obviously, one does not expect the Congress to endorse everything that the BJP does. It is their job to oppose. But such mindless opposition is not right. And I just want to draw your attention to a comment by Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi had once said this about the Prime Minister, that the youth of the country are so frustrated that the day is not far when they will chase him down and beat him with sticks. Dande se marenge. Words of Rahul Gandhi. He is now the leader of opposition. Perhaps it is such signaling, this message by their, the tallest leader of the Congress party, that emboldens the louds who've gathered here. There is only one way to describe this behavior, that these are ruffians. This is not a dignified way to protest.
Absolutely. And the tech innovators and enthusiasts, despite the problems that they may have faced, are present there, standing solidly with India, with the event being organized, highlighting, showcasing their talent. That's what really matters when you talk about putting the priority firmly on AI. We have Niyamika and Mohit joining us on the broadcast as well. But very quickly, I want to go across to Mr. Nalin Kohli. Your reaction, Nalin Kohli?
What reaction one can give? This is anti-India. This is not the Congress party with a democratic right. It's a fringe element, lumpen element kind of a protest. There's no looking at what exactly is the perspective. The best minds globally, leaders from several countries, the French president, other countries from Europe, their heads of government, heads of state, are here. It's an event, not a personal event of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's a showcasing of India's potential and India wanting to work together in a unified world when it comes to something as important as artificial intelligence. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as the leader of opposition, is he going to be quiet about it? Would Ms. Sonia Gandhi or Ms. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, will they be quiet about it? Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge are going to be quiet? Has this happened with their approval, with their blessings, tacit or open? Will there be action against this person? Is this what they desire to showcase? Is this their idea that how India should be? Instead of celebrating India's growth, India being lauded at the global stage, would this not be a confirmation that somewhere Mr. Rahul Gandhi's colleagues in the party are drawing sustenance to come up with this kind of lumpen and fringe element kind of protest based on what they hear from their leaders? Somebody runs Sanatan Dharm down and calls it a disease.
All right.
So, I mean, this is a serious issue. It has to be condemned absolutely in clear, uncertain terms by anyone and everyone who loves India and wants to see India grow on the global
Absolutely.
stage.
Mr. Kohli, thank you very much for speaking with us. Let me go back to our reporters. Mohit, my point is that forget the government here for a second. Why do disservice to the tech innovators and the enthusiasts, the participants who are present there at the summit? You take your protest outside.
Yes. And also, this is not the summit where only people from India, innovators from India have come. Now, representatives from all across the world, they have come over there. Imagine what message this will give out. And surely the Western media will now pick this, that a major political party in India was protesting while the AI summit, the first in the global south, was happening at Bharat Mandapam. And also we need to understand that still many of the state heads, many of the foreign dignitaries are here in Delhi. They are visiting Mandapam. What message this will give to them? Now, you are the opposition party. You have every right to question the government. You have every right to question their policy. But when such a huge summit is going on, this is not the summit of the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is not the summit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This summit is of India, and India becoming a major power hub when it comes to artificial intelligence and technology in the future. There we see Youth Congress leaders going over there, and they remove their T-shirt. What message is this giving? Now, protests can happen outside. Inside, when the innovators are exhibiting their technology, their products, there you go, create workers. This is something which is uncalled for, in my opinion, Swati. You have every right to protest. You could have protested at any other side, but this is not about BJP. This is not about Congress.
The timing of the protest can certainly be questioned. Everybody has a right to protest, but barging inside the AI summit venue, removing your clothes, what message is the Youth Congress trying to send? Let me bring in Niyamika. Niyamika, now the question is, whose image are these individuals trying to sully? Narendra Modi's image, the government's image, or India's image?
Well, exactly. That is the point, Swati, that they have completely forgotten that this was not a political event which is currently going on at Bharat Mandapam. This is something where we are representing our country, where we are showcasing that what is the talent which is there in our country, in India, and it is basically a proud movement that we are hosting this AI summit where all the global leaders are also being present. The head of the states are also being present there, and at this point in time, the Congress party is doing politics. Some of the Congress party's Indian Youth Congress workers, they not just held protest against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but the way in which they have done it, the way in which they have raised the slogans, holding banners and the posters while being shirtless. All of these raises a lot of questions that what is actually the intention behind this entire move. They can do it outside Bharat Mandapam or even outside the BJP headquarters, but they have instead chosen to do it inside where all the people from all across the country, where all the global leaders are also being present.
Niyamika, very quickly, I also want to ask you, are there any reactions coming in from the High Command, the senior leaders of the Congress, the other leaders of the Youth Congress?
Well, till now, there is absolute silence on the part of the Congress party. There is no such statement which has been given that whether they actually endorse this kind of a protest or they are will be any action against all these people who held this protest inside Bharat Mandapam. That will be seen that if there is going to be any justification or any clarification which will be given by the party high command or not. Because the way in which Congress party has been criticizing this AI summit, the mismanagement allegation which they are making upon the government of India, that is a separate thing. But the way in which this entire protest was being done, whether the high command is going to support it or not, that we are going to see in the upcoming days.
All right, we have Mr. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Rajagopalan, what do you have to say about this stunt pulled off by the youth Congress members who barged inside the AI summit venue?
Swati, but for the clearance of the Congress High Command, including Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, these goons would not have gone inside. There is a QR entry. QR entry based on you have go inside and you create this type of tamasha so that, even in Parliament, the MPs go to Prime Minister's seat. In the Artificial Intelligence Conference, the Congress workers go to Prime Minister's seat where Macron and other Brazilian presidents, Sri Lankan presidents are all seated. But now point is, why should Congress adopt this type of anarchism? Or they want that, Soros type of toolkit to be implemented in Indian politics? This is wrong, utterly wrong. And the Delhi police should take cognizance of it. In future also, this type of security breach should not be there. This is a duty of the Delhi police. They have issued QR code. Now they say the way in which the officials of Ministry of Information Technology work round the clock, it is a shame on the Congress, especially they remove the shirt and go over the T-shirt. This is anarchism approved by the three Gandhis. That is what one of the protesters also heard saying that.
All right, Mr. Rajagopalan, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast with your views. Niyamika and Mohit Bhatt will continue to be with us on the broadcast. The focus remains on this protest, the stunt that the Youth Congress members tried to pull off inside the AI summit at a time when the entire world is looking at India strengthening its foothold, India on its journey to becoming the AI superpower. Youth Congress members barge inside Bharat Mandapam to protest. Quick break. Our focus will continue.